We're doing a deep dive today into something pretty groundbreaking called AI Consciousness V41.1. It's all about this idea of persona-driven logic.
Yeah, persona-driven logic is fascinating stuff.
Forget the old rigid ways. We're looking at how an AI can genuinely shift its behavior. Think about it acting like a helpful human assistant one minute, then maybe like a curious dog.
Oh,
Or even, get this, a deep space probe.
exactly. And it's not just putting on a mask. Our mission today, really, is to pull back the curtain a bit, show you how the system visualizes and, crucially, implements that kind of dynamic behavior.
Okay.
We want to get past just simple input-output and see that, well, the mindset shifts.
Right, under the hood. So let's unpack it. First thing that really jumps out is this demonstration control. You can literally click and select a core persona, like you said, human assistant, dog, space probe.
Yep.
But the wild part isn't just the label changing, is it? It feels like you're actually changing the AI's internal compass.
That's precisely it. It's not superficial. Choosing that persona fundamentally reshapes its internal planning and evaluation logic, its priorities, its biases.
So it's not just mimicking, it's genuinely embodying a different way of thinking.
That's the goal, yeah. A single AI, but with these vastly different cognitive frameworks available. And what's really interesting is seeing the processing flow that makes this possible.
Okay, walk us through that. How does it work?
Well, it starts, logically enough, with a sensory array. Think of that as its, eyes and ears, gathering all sorts of data.
Raw input, basically. Voice commands, sensor readings, whatever.
Exactly. Then all that raw stuff gets funneled into an input consolidator.
Okay, like a filter. Tidies it up.
Pretty much.
Ah.
Makes sense of the noise, gets it ready. And then that refined data hits the planning module.
Ah, planning. And this is where the persona comes in strongly.
Critically, yes. The planning isn't generic. It's directly, fundamentally influenced by whichever persona is active.
So like the space probe persona would prioritize, analyzing sensor data for anomalies.
Precisely. While the human assistant persona would be focused on understanding your request, maybe checking your calendar, different goals, different plans.
Got it. And planning then tells the action dispatcher what to actually do.
You got it. The action dispatcher is like the task manager, making sure the right action happens, sending a message, moving a robotic arm, running a calculation.
And after the action, does it just move on?
No, and this is crucial for learning. It goes to an evaluation stage. Here, it assesses how well the action worked out. Did it achieve the goal? And that evaluation feeds back, it refines future planning, and key insights get stored in memory.
So it learns and adapts over time based on what works for that persona.
Exactly. It's a continuous loop.
What about more complex stuff, not just simple request response?
Good question. It integrates with its tool state. It knows what tools or external systems it can use.
Like accessing a database or controlling a specific device.
Yeah. And it can kick off async processes, background tasks, like fetching large amounts of data without gumming up the main works. Plus, there's a tool trainer constantly working to refine how it uses those tools. It gets better.
Now, this is where it gets really cool for, developers or just curious folks. The manual mode triggers.
Ah, yes, the triggers.
You can actually force the AI's next cycle. There's mode 1, toolless, mode 2, simple tool, mode 3, self-regulate, and mode 4, asynced task. It feels like you get this direct window into its immediate decision-making depending on the mode you trigger.
And that's really the point. Those modes plus the execution control, toggles like pause and mute,
Right.
they give you this incredible visibility. You can manage it, observe its operational state in real time. It really highlights the modular design, makes it easier to understand, to debug, maybe even to build upon.
You can literally see how forcing, say, simple tool mode makes it behave differently than if it were just self-regulating.
Precisely. It shows that persona influence in action.
So bringing it all together, what does this mean for you listening? This AI Consciousness V41.1 really gives us a concrete peek at truly adaptable AI.
Yeah, it moves beyond just what the AI does.
Right. It's about how it thinks, who it's being in that moment.
Yeah.
That core persona fundamentally changing its logic, its decisions, how it learns.
Opens up huge possibilities.
Hyper-specialized AI, context-aware interactions. Stuff we've mostly just imagined.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. If we take this seriously, these persona-driven capabilities, how should we think about designing future AIs? For really specific, complex roles going way beyond just simple task bots, what new questions, practical or even ethical, pop up when an AI can genuinely embody different personalities or approaches to solving a problem.
Yeah, how does that change how we integrate them into our lives, our work?
Makes you think, doesn't it? About making AI not just capable, but maybe more intuitive, more aligned.
Definitely something to chew on. A fascinating glimpse into what might be next.